loyalty pledge. Your loyalty next, how that mag and shoddy work. Can't rid this smell with bath and body works. It's sad and probably worse. First the chroma spit. Wise guys do drive-bys and don't own a whip. Time come, divine sons need a song to rip. Thugs in harmony, cool, I got a bone to pick.
Vlogs, battles, music videos, interviews, and much more. Pushing the culture forward. No Mercy TV.
Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy. Trap New York shit. NoMercyTV.com. You know what time it is, man. Listen, happy to catch two extremely fire battles, man. First up, Rosenberg Raw versus Ill Will. Man, that was probably the best Rosenberg Raw performance that we've gotten. You feel me? One thing about Rosenberg, man, he talked that shit. And when you put him in a setting like that, like small room pitch style and, you know, that kind of shit, man, listen, them bars are going to be hitting like crazy. You feel me? And he just had so many haymakers in that room, man, that arms close to the body, like I forgot to put on deodorant. I'm a fat nigga, so listen, man, every fat nigga done had that day before where it's been like, might have forgot to do a little something, man. You feel what I'm saying? But that was dope, man. That was dope. I know both of their first rounds, they kind of had, both had hiccups at the end. They both had chokes in their rounds. But Rosenberg, being that he, of course, got through more of his material, and, the material was overall better, of course, he gets that one. And this battle was just a 30. This battle was just a 30, man. Ill Will, this was just a bad night for him. You feel me? Like, that's really all it was. This don't really happen like that with Ill Will. So I would say like this. Ill Will just got to get back to the drawing board, man. Realize what, would keep him motivated to do this shit and get back at it. Now, here's the thing. Because I seen Ill Will's, I think it was 15 Minutes of Fame interview where he was talking about, the politics, not being motivated, et cetera, et cetera. But he's not like a Rex or any of the other guys that fell off where they had like a string of bad battles where it's like, okay, I don't know what's going on with dude, like, what it is, but Ill Will, this is really like the first one where it's just been like, okay, he probably just wasn't motivated for this one. He lost. It's not an excuse, not being motivated, but he still can get back right. You feel me? He's still Ill Will at the end of the day. So, all he really do is just got to get back motivated. Now, Rosenberg, on the other hand, right? He definitely is ready for next level combat. What I mean by that is, I think at this point, Rosenberg should definitely start aiming for higher names. Like, the Jack Boy battle would be a cool battle, but I'm talking like, I wouldn't mind seeing Rosenberg versus Calico on the RBE. You feel me? Like, especially in a setting like that, that would be crazy. They both talk that shit. Like, it would just ultimately come down to who rap better. You feel me? Like, there's not going to be a battle that's full of, crazy personals and stuff. Like, they're going to be direct with each other. But at the same time, it's really more of a rapping that street shit kind of battle. So I think Rosenberg and Calico would be a good one. Who else is out there, man? And this is the crazy thing. Rosenberg does still have a lot of options. He done battled mostly within like the mid-tier section of battle rap. Like, he hasn't gotten to like them elite level niggas just yet. Like, he had Rex, but that really was kind of like the only one that's like, of that stature that Rosenberg battled. I don't think he had anybody else that's like, really up there, like where Calico is at, you feel me? Like, or A-Verb or Hitman or, niggas that's up there. So I think Calico would be a good first battle to kind of get Rosenberg into those talks to where he can start getting those other big God tier elite names and shit like that. So I think that's definitely something he should try to look into. But I think that Calico battle, that might be the one. That might be the one. You feel me? So I definitely would want to see that. But salute to Rosenberg, man. Definitely been putting on. And I definitely want to see more, bigger battles from him. So, I think that Calico that might be the one, son. That might be the one. You feel me? But salute to him. Definitely got him 30 in Ill Will. And like I said, Ill Will's got to get back to the drawing board, man, and get back motivated. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like, oh, it's over for Ill Will. Nah, he's still. Ill Will could take probably like 3 or 4 back-to-back joints before niggas start feeling like, okay, you falling off. You feel what I'm saying? They got to be like 3 or 4 consistent joints. Like some of these niggas go on runs where they just running around just collecting checks, and it's like 4 or 5 battles back-to-back where they just ass. And Ill Will is nowhere even close to that yet. You know what I mean? So definitely want to see what Ill Will next move is, but I think he's still good. He got a few L's he could take before we really start trying to just brush him off and shit like that. So salute to Ill Will. And the other battle I watched, man, Midnight Madness, KD versus Wise. Damn, I forgot what battle it was that I watched of Midnight Madness that I was like, yo, this battle sets a precedent for how niggas should be approaching Midnight Madness. I believe it was the Snake Eyes and none. I forgot. But KD and Wise sets the new standard for me. Why? Because that shit was a war. All 3 rounds. Just back and forth, just going crazy. You feel me? Now, the way I called this battle, I believe the judges mostly gave it to KD. And I could see why. Because I could see how KD in the building, his style translates better because it's a little bit more simple. And his stuff is easier to catch. Whereas Wise, he's a bit more complex. Like he has some schemes and stuff like that niggas might not have really caught, too well in the building. But he had the Powerpuff Girls joint. He had a cul-de-sac scheme with the dead end and roundabout and a whole bunch of other shit. He was just going crazy. You feel me? But in terms of watching it on footage, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I actually had Wise winning the battle. I gave KD the first round, and I ain't gonna hold you. I felt like KD took the first round clear. Like KD was just bombing out the gate. Like his first was just crazy. Wise, he did have a good first round, but for me, it wasn't enough. You know what I mean? Like he had some good lines in the first, but the way KD approached his first, he was just just wilding out the gate. Like he said something about you from the garden. Well, what he said is from the garden. It's only right. I throw dirt on top of him, like something like that. It was crazy. But second round, here's the thing, man. Both of their seconds were amazing. The second is really damn near debatable, but if I had to pick a winner for the second, it would have been Wise. Just because I felt like KD, he had such a crazy second, and Wise, as he's rapping, I'm like, okay, Wise is really making this round debatable, and KD's second round was amazing. So Wise is kicking back, and then Wise just keep on going, and he's just bombing, and by the end of Wise's second, I'm like, nah, he kind of stole this round. You feel me? So I edged him the second. Like, it's not a crazy gap. I still feel like you can make a case for KD if you want, just in terms of just having bigger moments. But Wise, with just how consistent he was and just was back to back, just bombing on him, is just, man, his second round was crazy as well. So I would have edged Wise the second, and then I gave Wise the third. You feel me? The third definitely was a close round as well. I didn't feel like it was as close as the second was, but I wound up giving Wise the third. Like, for me, it was a little bit clear. Y'all let me know if maybe I'm bugging, but I definitely gave Wise the third. So I had Wise 2-1, but overall, that was a dope showing from both of them, man. That's how all of the Midnight Madness battles need to be. Like, it needs to be that kind of energy back and forth. Like, the two going back and forth. I know, I think they had some words or whatever, not no crazy words, but just, battle promo, selling the battle and shit before the event. And then when they actually do the battle, it turns out to be what it's supposed to be. And these are two guys that I've got a chance to see battle in person. And it's crazy because they both have great resumes. Like KD, he got Hitman, he got JC, he got Danny Myers. Wise, he got Tay-Rock, he got Geechee, he got JC. Like, these are two guys who, on the come up, have had great moments, you understand, with the people, with the bigger names that they battled, and they've held their own. So it's like, to see them two come together is actually a match that makes a lot of sense. But I did feel like in the beginning, KD was kind of showing like the levels in terms of the experience, because like when you're more experienced, it just looks uneven. Like I felt like if the battle had went how the first round, like if the whole battle went how the first round went, it would have just been an experience thing where it's like, okay, Wise got the bars, he got the energy, but KD is just showing all the different, you know, the crowd control, the presence, and, you know, stuff like that, stuff that you only get by just being experienced, especially like, you know, the delivery as well. But Wise, he's still developing. Like he's newer, but he's still at that stage where he's, you know, showing that he can hold his own with some of the best of them. You feel what I'm saying? So salute to Wise, salute to KD. Definitely dope that they split the winners after the battle. But overall, it was just a great battle. You feel me? Definitely a lot of replay value, something that I definitely would like to watch again. You know what I mean? So salute to both of them, man. But yeah, those are just, you know, two dope battles I, you know, happened to check out, and I just wanted to come and give my thoughts on them. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I will holler at y'all soon. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I'm out of here.